Hello and welcome to KreatesKards video. Today I'm going to show you how to make the little tea bag that I did on this card. It's all done with paper punches. We're going to use the tag punch and the small tag punch, all from Stampin Up. Just a reminder that these are the old style paper punches. The new ones are more trimline, they're flatter, but being that I had a great deal of money invested in the old style, as long as I have them, I am going to use them. Alright, I'm going to use some scrap paper. Cherry Cobbler is a great color to use for the tea. I'm going to use Very Vanilla for the back, and this is cardstock weight vellum. I'm going to take the large tag and I'm going to punch out one. This is going to be the back of the tea bag. Then with the small tag, I'm going to punch out one with the Cherry Cobbler. And again, this is for the tea color. As you can see, this is great with layering. Looks really well. Then with the cardstock weight vellum, I'm going to go back to the large tag and I'm going to punch out one of those. Alright, we're ready to start. Very Vanilla is our back, or our base. Cherry Cobbler is the tea. And what I'm going to do is just tear, and there's no right or wrong way to do this. And then I'm going to put it here so that there's a little bit of outline all the way around. I'm going to use a little bit of our Tombow multi-purpose glue. And you don't need a huge amount. You just want to adhere the Cherry Cobbler to the Very Vanilla. And again, I would leave a little bit of an outline. See how it outlines? Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere the vellum to the top and see how it becomes the look of a tea bag. Now with vellum, your adhesive will show through. So you want to be very light-handed with it. We're just going to put a little bit at the very top here. And that's just so I can adhere the pieces together. Okay. I just want to make sure they're lined up. Okay, again, here's our look with the tea bag. Then we're going to take a 1/2 inch paper punch. You can do it one of two ways. You can punch one out, cut it in half with your scissors, or you can go this way, lining it up, and then cutting out a half. Oops. Sometimes they just flip. Okay, so either way works, but you're just going to need half a piece. Now, what you're going to do is add a little bit of the liquid glue to it and then line it up here so that it's the top of the tea bag. And again, we're just going to use a little bit. You may find it's a little easier to work with tweezers on this. It's up to you. You don't want to use a lot of glue. You just want to make sure it adheres. You don't want it to squish out on the sides. Okay. And then we're just going to line up the straight edges and center here. Now I'm going to take my Crocodile. And the Crocodile, also sold by Stampin Up, has an 1/8 of an inch and a 3/16 of an inch punch. I'm going to use the smaller, which is the 1/8. And I'm going to put this right underneath I don't think you can see this with the camera, but punch it through so I have a little hole. Don't get it too close to the edge. I may have gotten that one a little closer than we should have, but you don't want it too close because then it'll punch all the way through. Then we're going to take some of our Stampin' Up! Linen thread, and I would say probably about 8 inches. You may not need that much, just work with it. It's, you want to be able to tie a knot and then tie a bow. You're going to pull it through the top. Now, you can do it 2 ways. You can do this, and you could staple it where this hangs like this. I actually like it with a little bow, but that's a personal preference. So what I do is I go ahead and I knot it, and I make the knot so it's at the top of the tea bag. And then I create a bow. And you may have to play with it a little bit. And then once you have the bow the way you want it, this one's a little bit big on the one side, just a minute. Okay, I think that bow looks really cute. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in and I'm going to cut the pieces. Going to straighten it out. Cute little tea bag to put on a card. So there's a new trick for you, how to make a tea bag out of cardstock. When you go to put this on your card, I would use dimensionals. You could use adhesives if you want it flat. If you want it upraised, put dimensionals on this part. So that's it. If you would like more information, please email me or post a question at the bottom of the YouTube video. On my blog, KreatesKards.blogspot.com, today is Tuesday night, so tomorrow morning this video will be on my blog, as well as item numbers for all the Stampin' Up! Products I used. If you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to be there for you, and let me know if there's any way I can help, and if there's products you need. There is a direct link from my blog that goes to my Stampin' Up! Website, which has an online store. Thank you so much.